In what is a stunning turn of events, the quote-unquote Republican governor of Ohio just vetoed a trans care restriction and sports ban. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video, and today it is time we talk about the chaos that is unfolding in the state of Ohio, because everyone, in what was a stunning turn of events yesterday, the quote-unquote Republican governor of Ohio, Mike DeWine, vetoed a restriction on transgenderism for kids and a sports ban for transgenders. Yeah, a Republican governor in the state of Ohio. This isn't Massachusetts. This isn't Vermont. This is Ohio. One of the most Republican states in the country now, at least for the swing states. Well, used to be a swing state, now not so much. He vetoed the bill, despite winning by over 30 points last year, having the mandate to do basically whatever the hell he wanted. He decided, no, I'm going to veto this. So much for the Republicans taking a stand on the transgender crap. I mean, it's absurd that a Republican governor in the state of Ohio vetoed this. Now, before we continue in today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you could join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Alright, everybody. Now, I don't care who you are on the Republican side. This is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you are a quote-unquote conservative, but you're going to allow the mutilation of your own kids in the state, your own state? What is conservative about that? I'm just curious. What is conservative about this? Continuing the mutilation of kids in your state. To appease who? Democrats? Who gives a Listen, like I said, you won by 30 points in a fairly Republican state now. It is also kind of conservative, more socially conservative state. There's aspects of it, but either way, you get the point. It is a more conservative state. So why the hell are you vetoing this? When even a lot of Democrats agree, no. Kids should not be mutilated for any reason they want to. There should be some heavy restrictions on it, and really should be banned outright in 99% of cases, but you just look at this, it's like, why are you vetoing this? Why? But let's get into it because it's just baffling. Ohio's governor vetoed a bill Friday that would have restricted both transition-related care for minors and transgender girls' participation on school sports teams. I love how the media's spinning this. It's like, oh, transition-related care. No, this bill banned the mutilation of our kids. That's what this does. They make it sound like, oh, this is the people that, you know, they have treatments that, oh, they were born with some problems, all that. This bill is talking about, no, a 12-year-old kid should not be able to decide, I want to get mutilated. All this bill does is prevent that. And Mike DeWine, you read what he said, which we'll get to in a second. It's this small government crap that the Republican Party have been using for 30 years now. Small government to screw kids over what? To prevent, you know, to not allow restrictions on stuff like this? Governor Mike DeWine's veto makes him only one of 2 Republican governors to veto restriction on gender-affirming care, alongside then Arkansas Governor Ash Hutchinson in 2021, and one of only 3 Republican governors to veto a trans athlete bill after Utah Governor Spencer Cox and Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb. So you're not a good company. But the second part, the trans athlete stuff, that's a no-brainer. Basically, anybody that's not a partisan Dem agrees. If you were born a man, all right, and you were a male your entire life, you should not suddenly be able to become a woman and compete in women's sports because you suck at it and you want to get an edge on girls. That should be illegal, all right? You should not be allowed to get a competitive edge over your competition because you just suck at it as a male, so you're now suddenly a woman. Nobody wants that. Hell, many Democrats are realizing this is a bad idea because what's happening is men that are, and this is just biological fact, you know, like men that are, say, average at, say, weightlifting, like just an example, are usually far better than the best women at weightlifting. It's just factual. This isn't a, you know, sexism thing. It's just fact. Like Trump says all the time, you look at these new records being broken by transgenders, it's not by 2 ounces for weightlifting. It's 50 pounds, bench pressing 50 of them. It's like, that's the problem. Men do have, based on, and why do you think they've split men and women up? Why? Because men, factually, have had an advantage on most sports. It's every record, all right? Fastest men are much faster than fastest women. It's not a sexist thing, just it's fact. In a news conference on Friday after his veto, DeWine said the gut-wrenching decision about whether a minor should have access to gender-affirming care should not be made by the government. And like I said, it's a small government philosophy that has festered for years. 30 or 40 years now, this small government crap within the GOP has festered. Listen, I'm all for protecting freedoms, making sure the government doesn't spy on citizens. But this is absolutely absurd. This is not a thing for the small government philosophy. Are you freaking kidding me? Just think about that for a second. According to them, having a small government means the government cannot restrict if kids can be mutilated or not. They shouldn't. No, that's stupid. You just start thinking this 5 seconds of thinking and you realize this is a bunch of crap that DeWine is using. Oh, small government and all this crap about, we should not be made by the state of Ohio. Rather, it should be made by the children's parents and doctors. But still, there are so many health issues related to this. You're telling me there should not be any restrictions on it? You just start realizing this guy was never conservative. And that's why I don't care about when Mike DeWine won by 40. Who freaking cares? Whoop-de-doo. I would much rather have a J.D. Vance type win the state of Ohio by 8, but actually be a conservative, than this bozo, who's the electable candidate. According to these people, he's the electable. They always say that. That's how they say it, by the way. And then when he wins, he doesn't do anything remotely conservative. Hell, that happens every single time. You notice that? Republicans that overperform, they usually suck. They're usually just not one issue. Just across the board, just bad. Hell, people in 2022 at Trump rallies were booing him for endorsing Mike DeWine. What does that tell you about this guy? The base doesn't like him. He's not a conservative. Why people worship him because he won by 30 is beyond me. Who cares? If the guy sucks, I would much rather have us winning by just 10 than by 40. Who cares at margin at this point? A 10-point victory by a super conservative guy is much better than a 40-point victory by a respectable conservative, compassionate conservative, whatever you want to call these people. Because now, they're just becoming the Democrats from 5 years ago. You know that meme of, oh, the GOP is the Democrats from 10 years ago? Well, now it's more like 5 years ago. Because now you're getting more and more Republicans being supportive of the transgender stuff. Indirectly, directly, it doesn't matter. They're supporting it now. Which is stupid because 70% of Americans are against this. They're against most child mutilation. They're against women being, or men being in women's sports. This is a gimme. And this bozo cares so much about, I don't know what he's trying to pull here, but it's not good. Whatever he's trying to do, it's not good. I mean, there's already been 22 states that have passed restrictions on the transgender stuff. And 23 states have passed laws prohibiting trans athletes from playing on school sports teams. So, what's your excuse here? This isn't some radical theory. This is most people just saying we're against it. And you veto it because I still don't know. I want a reason why, not just small government. Either way, folks, we gotta see what happens here. Hopefully the Ohio legislature does overturn this crap, because they have a supermajority, and you need a 3/5 vote to overturn any veto in Ohio. So call your legislator, call the Republicans in the state of Ohio, tell them, override this. There's no reason for this to happen in Ohio. And shows you, margins for victories, at this point, doesn't really matter if the guy sucks. If he's just gonna screw you, who cares? Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.